Okie dokie. So, what I was going to do was try to set up and have a little talk about community building. Like I've been talking to Izuli, and we're trying to do some things within the community. And I was saying to them that we can't be everything for everybody. You know, I'm an Aquarian, so I wish I could, but I just can't. Doing community work is difficult. At times it's thankless, and at times it's very rewarding. This came about during our discussion about the fire play workshop. Easily was saying, you know, people should be tested the day before in 24 hours. And I was like, folks ain't got it like that. I understand about being safe and keeping people safe in community, but to ask people in certain communities to test the day before or the day of an event is admirable, but it's not like COVID tests are free. At one time they were very free. I'm not saying that COVID is gone, because it isn't, but I was saying that it's not fair, and trust me, I understand life is not fair, but for people who do like community work and want to like have classes and create space for our community, for them to take on the burden of having COVID tests, it's kind of difficult, right? So that time has passed. You can't just go to a library and get 10 COVID tests or whatever. You have to buy them. I was saying that I would love to do that. Like BLX did things. I always made sure there was COVID tests there for people to take. It was part of their goodie bag at one time. I always want to have that for them, but the city isn't giving COVID tests out for free anymore. It was kind of difficult for people to buy COVID tests. If you're talking $25 for a COVID test, and then $25 to get into an event or a workshop, and the car fare out there, these kinds of things add up. And I'm not trying to count nobody's money, but anyway, so we had that little back and forth, which is why I like Izuli, because I get to say what I need to say. They don't take it personal. They get to say what they need to say to me, which is fantastic. I get to listen and learn, and hopefully so do they. After we had our conversation, Izuli was like, let me think about it. I was like, rock out. I got a text and found out from one of her sisters that their organization isn't giving out any COVID tests, but they gave us a lead on where we can get some COVID tests, which is fantastic. Easily passed it on to me, and I want to pass it on to you. The link is in the BLX bio. It's 15 minutes at home result. Can you see that? COVID tests. I believe there's 4 in there. It was mailed to my house, free of charge. I believe you can only order twice a month, because I tried to order again and they were like, no, this address, you can't get another one. So anyway, I'm just saying it's a resource, and that's what we're here for, to be a resource for the community, keep the community safe. The link is in the bio. It comes through the mail. Pass it on. If you are a event person, or if you're building community, or if you're throwing workshops and you require people to be tested, pass it on. Like, they should get their own test. If you need to ask them that, that's fine. Or you should get your crew, and everybody in your crew get some tests. But it is about keeping our community safe. I appreciate the pushback that I got from Izuli. I was saying that you as an individual have a personal responsibility to know that you do not want to get your community ill in any way. I want to be able to let people enjoy a space or an event or a workshop and feel like they are seen and accepted in a certain way. And that also does mean in one's health. Trust me, I know. I am not a spring chicken, so I look for things not only just for myself, but for a community when I'm doing something, to make sure that it is as accessible as I can make it. But again, understand, can't be everything for everybody. We can only try our very best. That is what we're trying to do. And with that, again, link is in the bio. Get them COVID tests. They are free. Take it easy.